Wait, are we live? I have no idea if this is working. Wait.
We're live?
I think so.
I'll check.
Yeah. I don't know
You're
why.
live, you're live. Welcome.
Live. All right, hey guys, and welcome to today's stream. Sorry, we're trying out some new stuff. I was trying to go through live through YouTube itself by using some I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, but basically, I wanted to because going live through YouTube, you can add some things like which game you're playing and stuff. So searchability becomes a little bit easier. It's the computer. But let's make sure everything looks good first. Oh, so if I go live on YouTube, the chats, I now have to use YouTube, find the content I've been waiting for. And now I can actually put users in timeout from here, because I couldn't do that in Streamlabs. So that's nice actually. I don't know if this changes anything. I think all my settings are still the same, so this will be fine. Try speaking. I probably should have done sound checks before.
Hello.
Move this up.
Hello.
Okay, that'll be good.
Hello.
I'm actually
I don't know if I remember all the voices.
You should scoot over. You just make new ones. It's fine.
Just make new ones.
Just make new ones. No one remembers. If you don't remember, there's no way they remember, right? Okay, I need to turn this down.
The only
Actually,
thing I remember is the racists.
the racist. Yeah, that's the only voice you need to remember. You know, the most distinctly get him. Okay, so this is nice now because I can actually make edits here too. I can be change this. So I can change the title from here too. Capture moments as they happen.
Oh, we can clip our own moments.
I don't think that's a clip. Create highlight video. I guess we can, but I don't think I want to bother handling that right now. While I stream.
I want to clip the racist part.
Yeah.
Or when there was a cheese.
Okay, but it's hard to see. Okay, so basically, it's gonna be up to chat to tell us if the audio sounds good or not. But for now, let's head into it. I don't know if I did my intro. Hey guys, here, live streaming, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, part 14.
I can check the audio.
That's fair, but I mean, I know it sounds fine. That's fair, but see, I'm louder, but that's just because I have to.
I would turn the game volume down a little bit.
The game volume down? No way.
I never mind the sentence.
No way. I just looked at this. If it never goes to because my goal is to go here, and then the goal goes to games down here.
All right.
And it's definitely loud enough. See, plus Hannah's oh yeah, audio sounds fine.
All right. Thanks, Hannah.
Okay.
Finally, the viewer we've been waiting for.
Where's Avantav Guard? Man, he was the OG, and now he's been supplanted.
Yep.
You can take the new place.
Order, please let us resume proceedings. Witnesses will now retake the stand.
That's do better.
Oh man, I have to remember their voices. Oh shoot.
Yeah, that's right, Rogue. Oh, what you mean, Rogue? I presume you heard the Defense Council's summation examination.
Okay, I remember. Oh yeah. I really should have listened to the last thing. Oh yeah, Governor. I did, Gov. I did. I remember his voice.
That one's good.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Core blimey. This is going to be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you enter Windibanks. Yeah, this is flashbacks. We never read flashbacks. We always remember what happened last time. What happened last time? These hooligan, the crit says Ace Attorney is a snoozer game. Also my content. I don't care if he says Ace Attorney is a snoozer game. I want to play this game. It's finally arrived. Anyway.
Snoozer game.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, what happened last time? We literally just tried to interrogate these two hooligans and we really haven't gotten anywhere in the case. However, that was a lie. You brothers! Core blimey! On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
They moved everything barely. We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out? The Phantom and Ace Attorney.
You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time you will tell the truth.
Because that's gonna work.
Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment.
And
Crush your Coke can. Full of
I'm not
Coke.
done drinking.
And that, gentleman, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again.
You're racist. Shut up.
It's not worth pondering, perhaps.
Say no more, Gup. We hear ya. We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach. We'll peach. Interesting.
Will Peach.
Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Illegal entry, the whole truth. Now the case begins. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard a gunshot, you see. It made us both jump and all that stuff went flying. Mummy, it didn't ask me a fright. We was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next. I had no idea what he just said. We stuck everything back where we found it and scampered straight into him.
Scarpered.
In the back. Oh, we scarpered straight into him in the black.
What the freak? I get a dictionary check on scarpered?
We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
Oh, so you admit to the defense's accusation? You did indeed ransack Mr. Winterbank's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They're just the good guys, gosh. It's like cleaning up after this. Look, sorry. They like cleaning up after
By their own
themselves.
admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess.
I wonder if I can move this to the right. Oh, I can pop out chat.
Oh, and then you move wherever you want.
Yeah, interesting.
Move it onto the stream.
I
A live chat replay on the stream.
don't think they'll see it because my app's just a game capture.
Aw, feels bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna put it back. It's fine. I was about to say, is chat gone? The way you say it, we hardly sound like rogues at all. We sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't it make us sound a bit more cutthroat? It can't just be a coincidence that these men showed up at Winterbanks last night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. Alright, here we go.
They look suspicious.
Let the cross-examination begin. Alright, I didn't notice anything specifically that they said that was suspicious.
Press L.
I'm gonna press this.
Yeah, press that because he
Because
says.
if he's gonna worry that
Yeah,
they're
why
gonna
would
get
you worry
next.
about putting everything
Yeah,
away?
yeah.
Hold it! Hold it!
So, you didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Nah, not in your life. It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was locked, weren't it? No way that was opening. Yes, of course, it was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe. It was, Gov, it was, from the inside. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless
Suspicious.
there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole or a spy hole, perhaps? Don't ring no bells, no lights, no lights. Don't light, no lights. We've had to cut and run before we notice anything like that.
Their faces.
We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day,
What the
we'll
frick does
really
that
cut
mean?
the mustard.
What the heck does that even mean?
Please, cut it out.
But as we know, behind the door, that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there unconscious with the gun in her hands.
To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gub, that's right. Couldn't have, even if we wanted to. I'm pretty sure I've changed Ringo. No, what's his face? Other
Ringo.
person's voice.
Oh, him? The little...
Not Ringo. I'm pretty sure I changed Nash's voice. Alright, let's see. Put everything back. Put him straight into. Wait. Put him straight into him. Straight into him in the black. And Scarpered. I'm gonna press this.
Hold it. What is Scarper
I
mean?
think he's saying he ran into someone. Yes. Oh, that's okay. Whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Oh, yeah, we was a bit hasty there. We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up. That's you, I think.
Yeah, I forgot her
Because
voice.
I'm Gina.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
Good advice, miss, good advice. Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Mental note, man, miss. After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or something, so they clapped the darbies on us like winking.
These guys have the absolute most bonkers language. And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah. Well, listen, that proves it, did it, eh? We couldn't have shot the pawnbrokers, did we? Never even had the chance. Okay, let's press something else. Let's see. Knock a few. Let's press this. Eventually, we'll probably just end up pressing everything.
Honestly.
So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter? Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah? This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on.
I totally read that as the other word at first.
Look, it was loud, alright. Blimey me, dead granny would have woken up at that bang. Big brother here screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over on the counter. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot.
He's not big enough to fall on the counter.
That got tangled in some marionette what knocked over a picture frame what knocked them scales. It's like a Rube Goldberg machine.
The fly swallowed the spider, swallowed the cat.
You've really mastered working quietly then. What a racket. Me granny would have been scared back into her grave at a clatter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some. I mean, it was as quiet as a mouse.
Hold on.
And then all of a sudden, BAM!
Well, he is viciously eating those fries.
Excuse me. Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
No, something to add about their testimony, Inspector. You seemed to react just now what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
There's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now.
Gasp. Oh, did it?
You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot.
Might have, Gov, might have. Does ring a bell now that you mention it.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still, I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them.
Easy, easy. We'll get it right this time.
Oh my gosh.
That's it, yep. It's all coming back to me now.
Then speak, supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable mind, sirs.
Right you are, Gov. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!" Wait, but so the moment they said that is probably when the picture was taken. And no, because she had the gun at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot about that picture.
So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously? We did, Gov, we did. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Bam! Kind of thing.
What if he'd kill himself?
What if there's no bad guy and he just killed himself?
I don't know.
And she went to grab the gun from him. Interesting, because he's always trying to be like, I'll kill myself. I'm serious. What if the whole case is there's no bad guy? Anyways.
I mean, hey, it could happen. That's how it could solve the locked room mystery.
Yeah, what if it's a cat? What if you tripped over a cat?
A career in acting tragically missed. I could have been an actor. Not really. Where were the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we would. We could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was. From the storeroom where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Winterbank.
How would they know what he sounds like?
It's true.
On
That's
me,
tragic.
Granny's life, of course it was. On his Granny's life, of course it was. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winterbank
yep.
and the sound of his voice? Yeah? So that would mean what? What, Nash, what? Any ideas?
Yes, Council, indeed it would.
No. We didn't know the geezer. How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke in all the fancy clobber's giving us the evil eye?
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
On me Granny's life it is. On his Granny's life, it must be.
So then you're gonna present them and be like, alright, who is Mr. Winterbank?
Yeah, what does it mean? I just go, what does what mean? You can't say it. Stream is like 8 seconds behind. I can't pull context from that. I need
What does it
contextual
mean?
clues. Chatters,
It.
this is a future note. If we were gonna add something, give me some context. It's a good job his Granny's, it's a good job his Granny's, it's a good job? Good job his Granny's dead.
To summarize, then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
You make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we tidied up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it,
When did they shoot someone?
when they ran out.
I just don't understand. They hear the gunshot, they take the time to tidy everything up, and then they shoot someone?
After when they're running out, after they tidy up, they run
Oh,
out.
the tidying up just seems so stupid.
Well, yeah, obviously, because they were rifling through the stuff. Because they weren't tidying up. That's why it seems stupid. Anyway, the bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. So hold it! Now they obviously know Winterbank. You're saying that Mr. Winterbank had a gun in his hands? Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other must have gotten pretty heated. I mean, just before I shouted, we heard the geezer say, if you don't want to get shot. Didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of a empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Winterbank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required.
Whose
In
head could
his
it
own
be?
head. That someone being himself, of course.
Good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Well, certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only, the person he was gonna shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper. I bet he wished he'd squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, give me that gun. And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun, bam!
I love their reenactment.
Their actions are phenomenal, all spot on for their 3D animations, kind of thing. Yes, a career in acting, very tragically missed. Then we heard the sound of someone in the deck, before everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. Man, their high five, their secret handshakes, spot on. They missed each other the entire time. Okay, so it's probably this because this statement got added.
Yeah. Just press that.
Well, we just pressed it.
Oh.
That's what it. That was it. That was it. This just got added, so this is what we usually have to present. Own the place was holding a gun, so you should have just fired it. Okay, no, so this is where we present the picture. Hold it! Whoops, I was not meant to do that. Okay, skip this real quick. But yeah, so we present the picture because he didn't have a gun.
He didn't have his own gun. I hope that's what we do.
I mean, I
Can
don't
we
know.
save scum?
You have 5 lives still. We don't need to resort to that just yet.
Holy crap, the skipped hand motions.
They're just pros, man. Post shooting photograph.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna try presenting this. Yeah.
Objection!
Objection! You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windermake, was wielding a gun, is that correct? That's it, Gov, you've got the picture. Yes, Nash, yes, no question. And yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly
Got him.
shows that Mr. Windermake
Got him.
was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection!
Oh, fetch.
Objection!
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more?
Ah,
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
yeah, that's right. Too right, Nash, too right. That old geezer could have been about to turn the tables on the girl, eh? Hardly likely.
No, I'm afraid that this won't stand as conclusive evidence.
What?
It's a photo.
Well, also about the timing of it.
Continue with the cross-examination, counsel, and heed my earlier warning, witnesses!
Because the whole point is like it happened inside the storeroom.
Yeah. Still though.
Ace Attorney should have a case where you're forced to defend someone who's guilty. That happens. Spoiler alert.
Whoa, I never played.
Yeah, that happens, but I'm not gonna say which game.
Do you actually end up defending them all the way? Or
We'll find
figure
you
out?
could find out.
Interesting.
But that does happen. That's all I'm gonna say. Skulkin's never skulking. I mean, we literally defended someone but you can't fake they're innocent. We also defended Magnus McGilded, or whatever his face was.
Yeah, but we were gonna try and get him caught at the end.
Either way, and get them off scot-free. So multiple ending geeks in Ace Attorneys.
if you can successfully fake.
I mean, that'd be a bad end. I feel like.
I know, you go full evil. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do now. Alright, Iris, give me some hints. That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony?
What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh, but I feel like these brothers are hiding something important. Or hiding something important. It's nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it. As a defense attorney, you're supposed to defend your clients.
Yep.
Yep, it's true. It's not your fault if the prosecution is bad.
Savage.
The feelings can be very logical at times.
Well, the whole point is, like, you know, you might, even if the evidence points to them being guilty, sometimes they might not be. Sorry?
People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all. I think you should trust your instincts.
Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. Put a voice yell out. On the gun. So let's look at the evidence we have, I guess. Tickets. Blood.
I think
We
pressed
have-
we pressed this that they just said.
Yeah, I think we pressed everything except the first and the last
Because-
statement.
It doesn't make sense for because they're saying he should have just shot her, but he was shot with his own gun and there's no other gun found in there. So there's no way that their situation makes sense. Does that make sense? He was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. But there's only one gun in the crime scene, except for theirs. So that statement just doesn't make sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
Try presenting this then.
Present it.
Objection!
Nope, that
Nope,
was wrong.
nope,
Alright,
nope,
alright,
nope,
nope. I think it's a good point you pull up, but clearly that wasn't
Too big brain.
place to use it.
What is? Maybe we have to present something like the layout plan.
I don't think
Nope.
so.
Or the death. What is the thing?
Oh, he's shot in the back.
That's a
Maybe
good
that's
point.
something.
Objection!
Aha!
Is that it?
Because they're saying that they're talking to each other facing, but he was shot in the back.
Ah.
So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun, is that correct? That's it, Gov, you got the picture. He has, Nash, he has, no question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbank was not holding a firearm of any description. Oh, well, totally different line of thought, but it worked.
I thought, there we go.
Eh, you what? Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection! Objection!
There can be no question that the victim revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Winterbank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused hand. Accused hand.
Yeah, that mole tooler used the victim's own gun to finish him off.
Give me that gun, bam.
Kind of thing.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are, right there.
Oh, shot in the
Okay,
back.
so
you
this
were right.
is where my point comes up. If the crime had taken place as you so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Goodness, are you sure, counsel?
You intrigue me, my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where's the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments?
Pretty sure I just present this again.
Take that!
Take that! According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Gimme that gun!" followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe.
Is this the end of racism? No, it's just the start.
It's the end.
This man's gonna go on to be racist for the rest of the games. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, if I could ask the court to study the photograph of the victim's body again, you can clearly see that Mr. Winterbank was in fact shot from behind. Yeah. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. They have just said, like, the Skulkins.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a play on like Mr. and Mrs. But
Yeah, I don't know. But, it's the God's honest truth. It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot that night, the shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
they said they never saw it.
Did I hear you right? Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Winterbank holding a gun? Somewhat like that might have slipped out. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the I don't know what I just said.
To the contrary.
To the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Yeah, Nash, yeah. It's difficult playing two characters at the same time.
Witnesses, explain yourselves at once!
Well, the thing is, it weren't supposed to,
Oh, shiz. It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you.
Shiz, he's intense.
Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, see, we, cut it out, Nash, cut it out. If we will have him now, you know what he'll do to us. Who are they talking about?
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk, There's no other option available to you.
Brav, come on, the game's up. But you'll have our guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Why would you listen to anyone who's caught proving lying twice? Why would you?
They have nothing else to go off of.
It's just silly. They're gonna lie a third time.
True. Well, do we have to?
That's why there's parts 3 and 4. They gotta lie.
Exactly.
On pain of death.
I mean, they're not the ones who committed the crime, though. Because that's how
We don't know.
Nope, that's how ice attorney cases work. They're the most obvious suspect. So like, they're not. That means they're not it. No, that's just how it works. I suggest
you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Oh my gosh.
Alright, so we just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
No way.
Wow.
You're lying again.
I don't know, actually. I pulled me gun on him, and then legged it through that door into the back room. We never had nothing to do with killing them. That's all what happened, I swear. I'm actually so confused about the timeline events now. When did Gino show up?
I know.
So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Well, we find ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
But to be honest, Governor, this time, Nash, this time we ain't got nothing more to hide.
They're lying.
I actually don't think they have anything more to hide.
Very well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. I don't think they're intentionally hiding anything more at this point.
Look at how suspicious they look, though.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so let's see. Show his mug. The gun.
Strong as an ox. Do that.
Wanna press this?
Yeah.
Hold it!
He's a balloon, and he would only threaten himself. Like,
Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course we did. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. That got tangled in some marionette, knocked over a picture frame, whatnot, them scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock these things off the counter. Well, Big Bro here went flying over the counter like a gunshot, I can tell ya. Then the old geezer pinned him. He did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a bloomin' pancake in seconds.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbroker. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
That's right. When the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they?
Poor Mr. Windibank. He did everything he could to protect his shop.
I pulled me gun on him, and then, no, I don't know what I'm being yet.
press it. Just press it all.
Hold it!
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windibank? No, never. I was just, you know,
What the
looking out for me, bro, weren't I? It was being flattened, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes.
And then the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran off through that door and shut himself in. Okay, this is probably the suspicious part. Maybe? There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true.
Told you they're lying again.
I wonder why Mr. Windibank ran away into the storeroom.
What?
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun.
Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windibank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windibank's hand again?
I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it?
This little inconsistency but could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Look, the point is that me and me brother. That's right, Nash, that's right. Me and me brother. Yep. Okay, so this statement's the suspicious one.
Maybe that.
Well, I mean, what do we present, though?
Oh, can we not press anything else?
No, we literally just press that.
The police report.
Which police report? What?
No.
I think I want to push this a bit more, get some more information.
You can't push any of these?
No, I can't. I'm just going to the beginning.
Hold it! Hold it!
Let's go back to the beginning. When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and the proprietor of the shop, Mr. Windibank. Great press. Who else, I mean? That's right. Sorry, I mean that's right. We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gap, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbroker book. Yeah, that must be where Bob come from. Only place it could have been.
So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means Ginny must have been in there at that point as well.
But that doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Windibank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see the accused at the time? What? That mole, Tula. Couldn't tell you. No way, Kaba. We had to go first to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost
Well,
it.
then how do you explain the photo of her pointing the gun at him?
So I think that happened. They went into the storeroom together. Something happened inside the storeroom. She gives back the gun. I don't know what she's unconscious. She gives back the gun, and then he comes out when they get there.
What the freak?
Hold it!
You mentioned that Mr. Windibank shouted those words in your previous testimony too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom. Oh, did we? But the truth is he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Well, yeah.
Was the victim Mr. Windibank wielding a gun at the time?
Was he ever? Blimey lummy. A great ugly barrel he had, pointed straight at me frontispiece.
I'd press that.
I can't press this. This is...
Oh, frick.
We're pressing them. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windibank with the gun at that time, is that right? It is, Go. It is. Spot on. And then all of a sudden he came at us. He did. It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who. You were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we had it, I mean. And now I want to try pressing this statement again. I'll get some more information. Let's see, let's get this a bit.
Oh, did you just do this again?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Okay, so it's just the same. This is a statement we definitely have to present something else, but I'll press this just in case.
Maybe you present a photo of her pointing the gun at him. Because then you can say, well, he definitely had the gun after the fact.
Yeah,
which means
yeah.
She didn't shoot him.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
You said you have nothing to do with it. Nothing, no. Nothing, girl, nothing. That old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked it was from the inside. We know it was because we tried to open it. But it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't put it
Why would they try and open it? Why would they try and open it if he... What the freak?
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim, the accused Miss Gina Lestrade.
It would indeed appear so.
Wrong voice.
What say you to that, Counsel?
I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Windibank? Aha, here we go. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
The Skulkin Bros.
Eh? What? What's that look for?
Are they supposed to be like Mario and Luigi? One's red, one's green.
And also the shorter one, the shorter, stubbier one's the
Yeah,
older
the
brother.
lankier one.
I think they're kind of like
Mario and Luigi?
loosely
The
based, maybe.
Skulkin Bros.
From the moment you admitted that you would encounter the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. It did.
What is your point, my learned friend?
The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Winnebank, and it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all.
Whoa! You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts, so pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be?
Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of 2 conundrums.
2, my lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe?
Indeed, namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim, and furthermore,
Oh, wannabe Mario is standing on a box. Steve, that's right.
where was the victim at the time?
Understood, my lord. Honestly, wannabe Mario needs 2 boxes just to catch up to Luigi.
Are you alright, Bruno?
Or a mushroom.
I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's an incredible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely.
Oh, it's intense.
So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship.
Alright.
Oh, what? Do we actually have to put stuff down?
No. We're gonna, we're gonna answer this question.
Okay, if you believe... Oh, right. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. No way!
So they could shoot it from the door, right? Through the, because like there's like a peephole, like a mini window.
Take that!
Take that!
Oh,
The defense
no.
believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here.
And an answer to the second question. Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time?
In the room.
Yeah.
Take that!
Yeah. Just that easy.
It's that easy.
The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom.
Continue.
Mr. Winnebank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back.
When he was running back into the storeroom.
Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death, which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired?
So you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom?
Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony... Put a gun me, like didn't have.
Yeah.
If Mr. Winnebank ran
Dude,
away
what if
through
the
the
Skulker
door...
brothers shot him, and then, what's-her-face shot Herlock Sholmes?
No,
And you prove it with the bullet.
We literally saw them. We ran into them that night and saw them shoot Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, never mind then. So it's not them then. It's still not them.
Yeah, I don't think they're the killers. I think it has to be someone else. But I don't know. The whole point is like, there's still 2 more parts to this case.
That's
Spoilers.
just gonna get.
So you know there's gotta be more to this than we know.
Spoilers?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
That's like saying there's still another 2 hours in this movie. That's not spoiling the movie. It's just
That's
letting
fair.
you know that like, oh, there's more.
I guess. And plus, when it's the climax, you'll know it's the climax. We have to assume that the door was open at the time. Ugh. It was precisely at that moment. It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life. That these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. Nag.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I said nag.
Whoa, whoa, and the
Whoa.
racism. What the heck did I just hear?
Bro, what are
Clip
you
it,
listening? What
clip
are you
it.
listening to?
Come to think of it, I didn't get to read the rest of that.
I really scroll wheeling did that.
Do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
Moving on to the finding of Scotland Yard, here puts the body sitting on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone who's smaller. Oh my, the smaller brother.
Or it was,
The small bro, the small skulk bro.
or it could be taller. Because they just know
Poor
that it came
man.
diagonally, right?
Clip it, the racism law.
Okay, whatever.
Poor man, shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety.
Ah, of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body at an upward jump. Okay, how is this guy running? Is he doing a Naruto run? Like,
Yeah, what the heck?
How is he getting shot?
No, remember how he runs? He runs like this.
I guess that's fair, yeah. He hunches
Not
over his entire
Naruto, but he
back.
hunches over,
Yeah.
So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr.
Objection!
Winterbank.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the storeroom. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock?
Ugh, but what if someone else locked the door? Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door.
Is that so?
I wasn't meaning that.
Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court in the scenario just described. The defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside?
Take that!
It's pretty straightforward, yeah.
Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection.
That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room. For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck.
I'm inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel.
What do you mean? Because she's trying to avoid being shot by the dude shooting.
Oh, yes, that's a tricky one.
That's why she grabs
That
the
is
gun
nuts.
to defend herself.
Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please.
But of course, Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it?
It does?
Thank you, Iris.
Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they?
Oh, yes, obviously.
How
Yes,
did no one pick
come
up
on.
on it?
No one's scared of guns in this world, man.
I know, right?
Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Winterbank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Winterbank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? That's us, bro.
If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom.
Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Winterbank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defense have done in that moment? Ah, I see. I see where you're going with this. I understand. This makes sense. Outside the
gets it.
storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Winterbank. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life. Wow, what a revelation! But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it. We ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We never shoot no boy. I mean, that's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would, because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oops.
There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Winterbank's murder. Nag! Gag! Well, what does this leave us? I mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket who stopped the pawnbroker after all.
I should have known it was the three brothers. They look as shady as the dense forest. That was amazing, Bruno. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now.
I know, first time ever, and probably the last.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give a verdict of not.
Lol got them.
Objection!
Alright, let's hear it. That's your
That's
menacing
weird.
laugh?
An admirable effort, my learned friend.
What's this now? He's laughing?
You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Six? I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive.
Oh. I dare say. Whoa! Anime. Such
Chicanery?
chicanery.
Nothing
Is the
chicanery.
bread chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation. Oh my
Here it comes. Here
What
it
is
comes.
chicanery? Is that a racist term?
But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than an inexcusable pettifoggery here.
Pedophagy.
Pedophile? What?
The hypothesis you put forward is so ostensibly, credibly, cannot and will not stand.
Benzix, are you a pedophile too? What the freak? Yo,
Because
the
you
racism.
see, it contains a fatal flaw.
A fatal flaw?
Fatal flaw.
Fatal flaw?
Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing?
I say, Lord Van Zeeks, might be an idea to explain this bally conjuring trick, or whatever it is, to the troops on the ground,
The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand.
Actually, quite simple.
Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets.
By George, count bullets!
Oh dear, he noticed them.
Huh? What's everyone talking about?
Counsel!
Yes, sir!
Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime.
Two bullets!
Correct. The first, that which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene.
Indeed! The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings.
We are our own downfall.
The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar.
Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident.
What if there was 3?
The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windibank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun.
Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each.
Now then, my learned friend. You yourself told the court only moments ago.
Wait, is Herlock dead? No, he's
No, he alive, he alive.
He's hospitalized? Missing? One of the two. Hospitalized and then missing? Or fake dead? He's not dead at the very least.
He's not fake dead.
That these 2 brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes.
Yes, I did. Oh my goodness, I think you'll find.
Kind of a single bullet was fired when the brother's gun hit Mr. Sholmes. It means...
When the bank's not shot by a gun, stop. Only one bullet? So I don't remember what her voice is. I'm gonna...
Only one bullet. Stop.
Exactly. Yes, this Nipponese street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick, with no hope of standing up to scrutiny.
Wag!
Oh my gosh!
Rewind.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hollowed nectar into the public gallery.
Lord Van Zeeks,
You just gave someone a concussion.
you killed a small child.
But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl.
I forgot you remember the one dude who walked in, the fancy rich dude?
Wait, which fancy?
Remember
rich
he
dude?
came in
Oh
trying to
yeah,
get a
yeah, the
coat?
whites.
Bro,
Yeah.
he for sure is the one who shot.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
I totally forgot about him till now.
Yeah.
Despite her young years, she can regrettably no longer be described as a juvenile.
Street performer.
I know, freaking racist. He called all Nipponese, aka Japanese people, street performers who practice black magic. He's racist.
Those are two separate statements, I think.
Oh.
No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present.
We
That
can play
disc.
it. We can play it, and then that'll involve other people.
I don't know if we can play.
I'll be taking whatever that is, Mick Golders down to the yard. Thank you very much.
Because we don't know what machine it belongs to. I mean, eventually I'm sure we'll be able to, but... Anyway, this is
And we've
flashback.
already done it, yeah.
We've seen this.
We've seen it. Been there, done that.
Yes, the music box disc. Mr. McGilda's music box disc.
The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Winterbank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her, and with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence.
Good gracious!
Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact at its peril.
Oh, I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel. It's a grim testament to... Lord Vanzik,
Inspector Gregson, what?
Yes, Inspector.
Well, meeting yesterday at the yard with the prosecution service, and I think it was agreed that that disc wouldn't be used as evidence.
What's this all about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? That's the first time he said anything to Van Zieks at all. Conspiracy plot!
I am unaware of any such meeting.
But, well, those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent.
It's a conspiracy theory!
It is. Shaking my head, SMH. Inspector, I am the prosecutor and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you.
Savage.
The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord.
Indeed, bailiff.
The prosecution has established the accused motive, opportunity, and baseness of character.
She's based.
Based! Based. There is nothing more to add. Gina's based. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case.
Oh no, we're gonna have to do another summation.
It wouldn't be the first time we've done it twice. I don't believe it! I had the jury on my side for once, for all five minutes.
Oh dear, it wasn't even for 5 minutes, Runo.
Wow, thanks, Iris.
My lord! Oh no, I got it. Oh, that's it.
Wonder if I might have something to say at this point.
Proceed, Mr. Foreman.
Been stumbling about in a bit of fog up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden, the answer's barely obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh no.
Very well, the court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Oh no.
Guilty.
Oh man.
Guilty.
Wow.
No.
Guilty.
No.
Guilty.
No.
Guilty.
Guild. Get out of here, you terrorist.
Oh my gosh. Holy explosion. They have to add that effect in?
We have a consensus among the jury, it seems.
When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
That's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. How dare he use it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Winterbank. That's beyond any doubt.
Very well. We will proceed with the second.
Oh, he doesn't even ask us this time. We don't even say we want to. He just knows.
We will proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other drones ready?
Garradeb Squadron is primed and ready for action.
Ski-wadron.
Ski-wadron.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty.
Alright, here we go again.
Let's go.
Judicial findings.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens.
There's only 2 bullets were found at the scene. I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
And that's why she's elitist. You don't need the stereoscope to
characters are
see
bad.
the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket.
I never imagined that simple observation would cause me such grief.
The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, actually, that's probably
that's probably pretty useful.
It would seem there's little remaining room for doubt.
Have to admit, I was rather bowed by the argument put forward by that chap in black. But when it fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more. Ugh, this whole courtroom is,
It's not fair.
turning against me.
They're all racist.
Yep. Iris.
That prosecutor's being mean. This is my safe space. Just because Ginny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer.
Cancelled. Gina's cancelled. Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here's to the truth coming out, eventually.
That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with the summation examination.
Oh my. Hard slap to the face.
Yes, my lord.
Alright. More off I go
Can't even see
Yes,
the
Lord.
smaller skulkin. The defense's rebuttal. Here we go. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna press.
Let's do the guns.
Yeah.
I know everything about guns.
Press our ballistics expert over here. I thought you were just a tourist?
Terrorist.
Sorry, I meant terrorist.
Good then,
Okay.
I'm visiting London.
Seen that line every time. There's no way he's just visiting. He's just a visiting tourist. So you're a ballistics expert. Who knew?
I have much experience with guns.
Oh, rip the mouse.
Oh no. I have lived through many, how you say, extreme and violent death of, blood of,
Extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps.
those. Extreme violent bloodbaths. English is very difficult tongue.
You're doing the wrong accent.
English.
English is very difficult though. He's got his V's and W's mixed up, not his L's and R's. You racist.
No,
Yes, it's fitting for your characters. Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue.
Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me. There's nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve.
Oh no, Mr. Mouse. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure.
But, if possible, please only in Russian language.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
No, still, we should bear in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets. Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
without
There
the
might be a mystery.
then Zeke's man has to convince everyone.
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said, but he hasn't.
If we're going to fight back, we need more material, and we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again.
Okay. Press the first two. We're gonna press all of them.
Probably.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder? Is that what you're saying?
Ah, well.
Ah, well. Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge? Are you all bigoted? I beg your pardon? Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world? No, I'm simply illustrating my point.
Racist.
Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous. Well, yes, might have a point there, I suppose. Oh my gosh. But let's not forget the girl that already showed she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal sort through and through, can't deny it. When you say that she's shown she had it in her, are you referring to this? Exactly, tried to swipe that only a day earlier, Or am I mistaken? I mean, she clearly has committed thievery, I mean. Not exactly, given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh yes, of course. He used caramel. Caramel OB.
Remember, he kept ordering a ton.
We still don't know what tune it plays though, do we?
Wait, he kept what?
Mr. Sholmes kept ordering different music box players.
Yeah. And he copied the music box print with caramel. And reproduced it.
But I'd love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
McGilda's disc. Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail. That sounds like a hint if I've heard it.
Nah, I don't think it's pertinent to the case. Oh, why are you examining the ketchup?
Oh, Runo, look! This is blood!
Yes, you're right. It's just a small smear, but definitely.
Blood!
Oh, we're gonna use the blood examination kit, maybe, and figure out whose it is. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Ha! Then it's my time to shine again. I thought I'd been waiting forever. Alright, hold still with that disc, Runo.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash.
Whose is it? It's...
I forget whose everyone is.
I don't remember. Oh, green.
Green is Hurley's.
You've seen, yep, it's Herlock Sholmes's.
Ooh, a lovely bright shade green.
Wait, that color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it?
The blood samples before there has been updated in the court record.
Why isn't there a check mark?
What the freak?
For McGilded, the Sumania defended in court a couple months ago, isn't it, Runo?
Yes, or rather mistakenly defended.
I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay, well, the blood examined is probably what we needed.
Push this chick. Press.
Hold it! It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes?
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose, if there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware,
In
Oh,
Sherlock
that-
Holmes's body? In Herlock Sholmes's body?
I'd have to reconsider my position.
Oh, maybe.
A third bullet somewhere on the scene, could that be possible? I can't prove it just yet, I don't think.
But it doesn't matter if you click that, does it?
I mean, it's gonna probably ask me to prove it. And then I'll just lose an HP. I'm gonna lose an HP now.
Regardless, yeah.
Wow, thanks, man.
I just asked a question. I didn't tell you.
Part
to click
14,
it.
Sheeshers. Yeah, well, at this rate, we're probably gonna go up to part 30.
Cooch.
Yeah, part 30 is, let's see, because 14, 15, maybe part 32, you know, based on sheer, yeah. Look, there's literally nothing I can really, can I present Herlock Sholmes' body or something? Like, is there anything here I can present?
I think we just take the L. Move
Fine.
on.
Fine.
Sorry.
Curse.
Present the manila folder.
A manila folder, yes, of course. Oh, whatever else. It doesn't matter. We botched this already. Just take the L. Maybe they'll call you in to reprise your roles when they make their next voiced Ace Attorney. They've never voiced Ace Attorney except for cutscenes.
Nope.
I don't suppose this can. I'm not gonna bother reading this. Save scum the game. Hey, haven't save scum
One
the session.
time. One session in the
And we looked up one thing and we save scummed once.
It was his most disliked video, so he learned his lesson.
Yeah. Hold it. All right.
You were very talkative that episode.
So if I've understood correctly, you need 2 pictures. The left one and the slight. Why am I still going over stereoscopes?
Holy crap.
Exactly. Then you can see the
Wait, we have to
secret
test her
dimensions.
again, right? We just can't.
Well, we need evidence first, though.
Oh, but we don't have to talk to her again?
We will
redo it?
eventually, once we have more evidence from someone else, I'm assuming. So if we have 2 bullets, I don't see. Okay, this is such a pointless conversation. I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same. The only person who could have shot the victim is that girl in the dock. How can you be so sure of that? Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't
Rich.
they?
Literally, my 2 dishes at your dad's house have been there for over a month. That's disgusting. I hope he threw out the food in them. Anyways, what I'm thinking was need a D&D. Anyways, sorry.
Yes, that's been mentioned once or twice. This greater than depth versus herd. You know, depth versus herd kind of fell off.
Dude, Death vs. Herd is funny.
It is at moments, but like it's still a court, it's still a trial. So like I was kind of watching it. It's a trial, you know. It's not that exciting. It's only funny basically when
moments.
it's only funny when it has the when Johnny Depp's like being questioned or being asked anything.
No, I love like there's like this guy. He's like Johnny Depp's financial accountant, and then like the prosecutor's like, so when you gave Johnny Depp the notice of his financial standings, it was catastrophic, and the guy who's being questioned is like, no. Like he just flat out just like denies like whatever the guy was the narrative he was pushing. Dude, it's so funny.
I'm sure he did. I'm thinking he's talking about the dishes. I never really watched it. Kind of weird that they televised the whole thing. Objection hearsay. Yeah. I think it's normal that they televise big
Objection
cases
hearsay?
like this. The whole point is like,
Or when he objects to his own thing, he's
Yeah.
doing the question. He objects to his own freaking question with hearsay. Oh my gosh.
yeah. I mean, it's probably just ingrained in people. The moment they said like a he said she said. I mean, do you know what hearsay is?
No, I
It's
know.
whatever hearsay is when.
But I mean, I know that it's more complicated than you think.
No, hearsay is when basically someone giving testimony says that he said or she said in their testimony, so it's
But-
not their own testimony that they're giving.
No,
they're
I know,
technically
but-
giving someone else's.
But it's not that simple.
That's really it.
No, because I know that there's I know it's not that simple.
Okay,
it's
maybe.
not. It's
I mean,
like,
I looked
there
into
are
this.
there are exceptions in a sense where
Okay, but
I can say what someone else said and it's not hearsay. But you can just be annoying and constantly say objection hearsay.
Okay, but that's technically what hearsay is. If you're saying something that someone else
Sure,
said,
sure, I'm not
who
arguing
cares
the
about it?
definition.
There's just celebrities. Same with Will Smith. I don't want to use my time obsessing over things celebs do. I mean, hey,
Why not?
I'm just here for funny moments, honestly.
Have y'all heard of the new game? No, my god.
All right.
Get him out of here.
Let's see. Time out.
Who do you think we're new to this?
Come on. Let's see. Where does this fall under?
Hate speech. Hate speech.
There we go. All right.
Got him. No, but have you heard of Bofa? These
That is
nuts.
infinitely worse. This is infinitely worse than what they said.
Stream successfully derailed. My job here is done. Alright.
That other guy just derailed
Bye,
it way
Bridge.
harder than you did. All right. Anyway, well, surely it's coming, folks. Now, and he never said he's leaving. Are you leaving? I don't know. Anyway, this is a waste of time. That was such a waste of time.
I mean, my job here
Everything.
is done. He's probably gonna peace.
I mean, it's just a saying people
Chris
say.
he's not invested in
It's
the
true.
trial.
It's so true. He doesn't care about things I do either. I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon. All right, that's a hit. We're not going to go any further into the why is this old man still here? Wait, what's Bofa? He literally already answered it. You missed it. Yeah, IDK while you read and got reacted. IDK while you read and reacted. Got exactly what he wanted.
Not really. I didn't say it.
Yeah, it's not like he's not invested.
You're not.
I mean,
What is the main character's name?
you don't even know what half the time.
Who's the defendant?
I will say the guy that I would say money edits ME didn't get what they wanted because we didn't say the part that they probably wanted us to say. Hold it! Because we're too good for that.
Hold it.
Too many Ligma jokes fall for things like that.
Duma. Who the heck is that?
Please stop typing this.
Who is it? Is that someone you know?
No, I don't know who this is.
Bro,
I don't.
we're getting trolled.
Alizectian. Either way. I'm gonna
Get out of here.
I'm gonna report that. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but like,
Too bad. Get him out.
yeah, like, Just think about what you're
if you're
saying.
an idiot, there's no room for idiots in here.
Just don't type those two words together.
There's an IQ requirement to watch this stream.
Just think about what that word is. Like, you can't say that. I apologize, but like,
I don't apologize.
I don't apologize. You're right.
Racist.
True. All right, we're fighting racism here, guys. Look at the stream title.
You kind of have this coming with that stream time.
Exactly. All right, would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir?
Oh yeah, let's get on topic.
You're right. I asked you something. That's
God,
the N word. No, I'm educating. That's the N word that you're saying there. The defendant's life is on the line here. That's a racial slur. Well, the thing is...
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it has nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable, don't you think?
I almost don't want to ask, but the surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on Herlock Sholmes?
What was the fellow's name now? Hurlich? No, Herlock. No, Hairlock.
Hairlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Yes! Good lord, it was that Hairlock fellow!
What? You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes?
My gosh.
When racism is in the title, it's bound to bring racist. Kick W. True.
Kick
I don't know
W.
actually about that fact, but...
That's right, using the very latest...
That's why you're here.
The latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It was fairly major op, I can tell you.
Dabbing on the racists. This is crazy.
Let me see.
Wow, YouTube emotes are weak.
Hey,
The
Saikuno...
fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly.
Hey, they just brought Saikuno over. His first stream was today. Maybe they'll actually like implement new things. Like they just implemented rating on YouTube, apparently.
Wow.
So maybe they'll actually get some good emotes.
They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot.
Or if I ever get monetized, I can add my own emotes. I didn't care what you mean by that little dabby guy's cute.
But the funny thing is, I went over his inside with a fine-tooth comb, and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up.
What? But the bullet went out of him.
I hate to state the obvious, but
Yes,
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting.
the counsel for the defense is correct. As is clearly shown in this photographic print, the bullet that the Skulkin...
The bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region. And then exited his body and launched into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find that it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Who do you think I am, son?
Aha! So there were 3 bullets. Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do. Type 1 in chat if you're rich. Okay.
Freak.
Alright then.
As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back?
Of course I did, and there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
It's like a yellow Baymax. What?
That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's inner. Which is exactly why I said about slicing him up. And I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Could somebody please explain how it happened? Could somebody please solve the mystery?
It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together. Okay, so that means we can find another bullet right here.
Ethan, your dog doesn't count.
Okay, you know, I'm not even gonna ask.
Who's Hood lyrics and what the freak?
Don't ask me, but I'm gonna pit these two against each other now.
Alright.
Interesting list of chatters today between between Money, Emmy, and Edits just put a racist comments. A racial slur.
Bro,
Unless-
this guy's starting beef with other viewers in your chat.
Yep, unless kids Ails
Whoa, careful with his name. You don't know.
It's true. Il Zixun, who doesn't know, apparently that was a racial slur. And then Hood Lyrics, who's just trying to find problems with people in chat, I guess. I was not paying attention to what was being said here. Sorry, Bean. Can't accept that as squadron leader. What? All fighting for common. Don't you know, my chaps, the way they contradict each other. No, Fetch, we did it
I
wrong.
concur, Mr. Foreman.
Oh, Fetch, I was supposed to press her. Fetch.
Oh my gosh.
BRB. See? He's watching.
Be right back.
Still not invested though. Alright, I can. Wait.
I can prove it.
Wait, let's think about it. I never actually got evidence, and she wants evidence. So I think I'm gonna wait.
Alright, wait.
I'm gonna wait, because, like, yeah, we have nothing to actually present. The court record.
But I think. Alright.
Well, like, there's nothing in the
Press the
court.
fourth and the fifth and sixth check them.
Yeah, there's nothing in the court record yet. Let's see, press.
Hold it!
What do you mean you're in for a busy day? Forgot to say, stop. Excuse me, stop. Why not talk to the Russian? We talk to the Russian. I am a communications officer, stop. A communications officer? Does that have something to do with sending telegrams? Oh, we could maybe pit the Russian against the doctor?
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually a good idea, Hannah. Yeah, everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. Doctor has a mystery about guns. Yeah, you're right. I convert all the messages into Morse code and tap it out. I'm not even voicing this at all. And tap it out to the entire world electronically. To the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communications network. Stop. Information transmitted to and from all corners of the globe. Stop. Yes. What game is this? This game is Ace Attorney, the Great Ace Attorney. It's in the title, but like, I mean,
Wow.
yeah, it's the Great Ace Attorney, which is technically 2 games, but this is the first game in the two game series, I guess. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves or the like before, wasn't she? I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper offices. I see. I'm sure I shall have to wire the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later. So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine. Let's just finish the trial first, shall we? Okay, so let's try pitting those two against each other.
I am ballistics expert.
Alright, ballistics expert.
Objection! Expert.
Okay, can't you say Ace Attorney? There's literally like 8 of these now.
What
It's
game
Ace
is
Attorney
this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ace Attorney Investigations, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Great Ace Attorney. What did he even say?
Oh, I'm a ballistics expert.
Let's see. Those statements
says
contradict each
objection.
other. The idea that all I do is wait. Okay.
Pitting, P-I-D-T.
On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. But since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume that the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body either. Furthermore, Doctor looks so happy. A bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot. Juror number 6.
Hello, my name is Billin. Pleased to meet you.
Runosuke. That is.
He finally got the dude's name after Wikipedia.
I mean, he's actually referencing it's a Fate reference actually. That's the name of a character too.
Ryunosuke!
Runosuke. Nope, I can't believe a serial killer made it into the courtroom.
Watch, Infinite Water's about to hit on Hannah.
Okay, man. There's enough drama in the chat right now.
I'm
and
so
game.
invested in chat right now.
Are you thick IRL? Okay.
Oh my gosh, I knew it!
Uh,
Are you thick? Ban him, that's sexual harassment, ban him.
is that?
Defend your friends.
I mean,
I'll do it. Defend your friends.
okay.
Get out of here, Infinite Waters.
Is that?
Unwanted. Oh no.
I don't. I mean, like this would it fall under? But like,
He's harassing someone else. Misinformation.
it's not misinformation. Yeah, whatever. You believe others are in danger? No. It's fine.
We're just reporting all of your new viewers.
Yeah. Screw all you guys.
No one's allowed to become a new viewer. Reported. Don't subscribe. You're not allowed.
Don't like, don't comment, don't watch the video, don't move on to another video. Just leave that
Outta here.
subscribe button alone. Do not touch it. This apparent contradiction in the facts is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Bro, I subbed. Thanks for subbing. but like also
No.
like that's like
Take it back.
That's
No, take
weird
it back.
To ask.
Take it back.
It's weird to ask, man.
We should make one of your stream titles. I don't want sub. Don't watch this. I don't want new viewers. We don't.
That's stupid.
This is for us.
That's
not
like
for you.
that's like clickbait.
I know. That's the
I
point.
hate clickbait.
Why?
I
That's literally how
always
you do
I
YouTube.
try to avoid. I know, but I always
All
try
your
to avoid-
titles are clickbait. Your
I
title
know.
is fighting racism.
We are fighting racism. We're fighting Ben
That's
Deeks.
clickbait.
He's racist.
You know that's clickbait.
No, it's not. That definitely happens. Hating on subs, Mon Cajon, whatever.
Thomas
Can't
over
even-
here,
can't
I
even
hate
emotes.
clickbait. When
What do you mean?
Thomas
He's not
puts
wrong.
in his...
Are you calling me thick? I'm not. That's not. That's just harassment to ask. I feel like. You know. Now it's. Never mind. I
Thomas,
give
why are
up.
you calling Hannah thick? I was checking if Hannah had a man.
Anyway, I'm sensation. Ah, now we have another contender.
Sensational.
Another contender in the ring. All right, I'm gonna move on.
Sensational.
I'm gonna move on. Are you able to explain the mystery?
I have seen very similar situation in Motherland.
Weren't you the one that was also partially trying to get out of here at a certain time?
I'm invested now.
Oh my gosh. Well, I
It
don't.
was
but-
night. There was blizzard. I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold.
It's 2022. A man can't look for love online. You know what? I'm just gonna leave these comments alone. If there's anything pertinent, I'll read it out. But at this point, if it's not pertinent, you all in chat can handle it. You're all adults.
I'll pay attention.
There's a mod somewhere in there. Probably not actually
Holy-
anymore.
The snow was piling high on both sides of road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles and they were on dog sleds.
What counts as pertinent? I don't know.
He's
Mental
gonna read
note.
anything, honestly. It's Thomas.
Mental note: don't ask too many questions. Okay, see that's not pertinent. He's literally talking to other chatters like that.
I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow.
They're talking to other chatters. That's not something I need to
And
address.
this situation was very similar to what I heard today from Doctor. They could not find bullet in my body, and no sign of, how do you say, exit wound.
Then where did the bullet go?
Bullet never hit me.
Well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side.
What?
One small piece very sharp broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body.
Matt's carrying this whole production.
It
alright.
made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound.
I mean, hey, when he has all the voices on the screen, what am I supposed to do?
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me, and that is a solution to mystery of disappearing bullet.
That's like the mystery of like the ice knife.
Ice knife. Ice knife.
But that doesn't answer the question at all. The shooting happened in a pawnbroker shop, not some snowy mountain road in another country.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here.
Bruno,
Streamer can't
where
follow-
exactly was Hurley shot again?
It's not. Streamer can't follow potluck etiquette.
What is potluck?
You don't know potluck? Oh no, like to write down. I literally put on the spreadsheet what I'm bringing, so I don't want to hear this.
Potluck?
Yeah, like this is separate. This is literally like a thing I'm just doing in real life. This is literally not pertinent at all to the stream. See, I don't even know I was reading this. That poor doctor, he's so confused, indeed. Well, according to the report in his stomach, sort of around this area, I
Oh,
think.
y'all doing a potluck without me?
Yeah, I'm not doing it with any of Tilt.
Oh, I thought Critch was gonna be there. 'Cause he
No.
was talking about the potluck.
Because I brought it up on stream before. Because he actually watches my
Oh.
streams.
I don't have time, honestly.
Oh, wow. With his other friends.
That's okay. You can
Okay,
have other
see,
friends.
this is harassment. Like,
Says Critch, the guy who has all his work friends he plays soccer with.
okay, this
Report.
one's actually harassment,
Yeah.
right? This is harassing me. I'm offended. I'm offended
You're
by this
reported,
one.
Critch. You're reported.
Not Critch. I'm talking about the other guys.
Oh, him too.
Oh my gosh. A pouch. Actually, I might have noticed something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals. Files?
But
That
no,
he uses in his investigations.
files? What's wrong with files?
Isn't it vials?
No, file.
I don't know what a file is.
Okay, it's like a small glass bottle.
time.
What? Really? Doctor, where's the pouch Mr. Sholmes is wearing? Van Hammer.
Oh, well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may,
Lord Van Zeeks.
while I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination.
Honestly, Iris just isn't doing it for me, Matt. Doesn't have the same soul as the Russian. Yo, those vials are it's OSHA violations. The Great Ace, yes sir. All right, well, welcome RRD, the Lost Soul. Double R, the Lost. I don't know.
I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom.
Sorry.
As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and I found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Oh, are we gonna find the bullet in the pouch?
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence relating to the case.
Van Snape? Might as well be.
I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred.
Very well, extremely unconventional during a summation examination. I must demand the prosecution presents the item in question with all speed.
Hey, all the characters can't be hits, you know?
What the freak? I like my characters, you jerks.
No, he's just saying, like, Iris doesn't have the same soul as the Russian, as villain Bolshevik.
I do her the best.
Bring
Out of
forth
context.
Herlock. I think that's the judge actually saying that.
Bring forth Mr. Herlock Sholmes' pouch! I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it?
Look at that! One of the files is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the file exploded.
Exploded?
So, that night, the bullet from the Skulkin Brothers gun that struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
And there was the glass vial exploding that caused the fellow's injury.
This bullet did not penetrate victim, but was deflected into wall of shop.
When it's like this, it looks like the mouse is thinking.
Yeah.
Thanks, Van Zeeks. Van Zeeks.
A delightful, complex aroma.
Well, it would appear one mystery's been solved at least.
No, it has no bearing on the truth of this case.
That's what you think.
The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered. Pertinent!
Ugh.
But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight.
Judge is on his deathbed.
Who's...
Thank you, young man.
Nah, thank you very much.
Glad I could help.
Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved,
Okay, let's not kill the judge just
the
yet.
court will sequester the scruffy pouch as evidence.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy.
Alright.
Now the summation examination.
Doctor is the best juror. I don't know, I kind of like the Russian.
It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion.
Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around, somehow. I'm sure of it. Alright, we need to look at the evidence.
Hey, more than one bullet if you look at the pouch.
Well, I mean,
and present it to the chick.
we don't know where the bullet is, technically. I'm Team Russian. That's right.
Russia.
I hate this judge. I hate the judge. Oh, the judge?
Yeah, the
What's wrong with
judge.
the judge? Oh, yep,
no.
found it.
People freaking hate my. Why is everyone hating on? I don't like Iris. I don't like the judge.
Okay, well, they could be saying that they hate, like, the judge as a character, not your voice.
You know
as the
what? RRDA Lost Soul, you're my least favorite viewer here.
judge. Wow. This file has been smashed to
not my
pieces.
stream, I can say
just
what I
like,
want.
Just like RRDA's Lost Soul's ego. Presumably, this is where the bullet struck.
As soon as the bullet hit the chemical in that file, there would have been a really big explosion.
A big explosion.
Well, Hurley's potions and chemicals are amazingly useful for the investigation work he does.
I don't think the mat does the judge justice. I will say, the judge in the normal Ace Attorney games is the best judge. Not that I played
I
any
don't
of
do
them.
the judge justice.
Keep reading.
It is past 8, Aldo. It is
It's
late.
8:10
It is
stream.
a late over.
Stop roasting your viewers. Too young to really connect to the character.
But they're also quite tricky to handle. Safely, at least, they're very dangerous.
Oh,
I'm sure that when this file broke, the chemical inside would have ignited.
note to self: always walk on the right-hand side of Sholmes in the future. Left is the danger zone. Matt, you're doing great. There you go. Okay, well,
Validated.
Got the evidence I needed, I think.
Alright, present it to the chick.
Yep.
Presentation.
One of the glass. Yep. Okay. Press.
Also, this concurrent viewers thing is not true. It says like 0 and there's like 4 people talking.
Don't ask. When has the view count ever been accurate in any system I use? It hasn't.
Twitch is pretty nice.
Okay, well, you know, I'm not on Twitch, so.
Great foresight.
Allow me to show you, then, the 3rd bullet.
Take that!
Take that!
Take that!
What?
Take that!
Oh my. I have to examine it more?
No way. We lost a life. You better save right now. I'm not losing. I'm not losing. Save. Save, scum. Save.
Don't worry, guys, it's not safe scum until we actually die.
Your girl voice is kinda
Anime plus for the win.
There you
ban
go.
them. Ban them. I feel harassed. Ban them.
Nope, leaving them.
No.
Safe scum. Hey, it's not safe scumming just yet.
All right.
Yeah,
move
no.
it over.
Gotta finish examining it actually.
That's so stupid.
These glass fi-
Our homely potions, homemade.
Yes, like fingerprint powders show up where people have touched things.
Damn me, why? He
And
feels
scent
harassed.
amplifying solution to intensify a smell lingering on an object.
That's amazing.
They're all very easy to use. There's just one thing that you have to be careful of. They're all very flammable.
Mr. Sholmes is a walking bomb. Lol, what's with chat today? Honestly, this is. Hey, maybe it's because I streamed on YouTube. You know, my viewability's gone up.
dude, maybe.
Don't worry
Maybe it's
about it,
because
bro.
of your title that's fighting racism, and then on the video
It's a woke
stream,
title,
it
you know?
shows a white guy next to an Asian. I'm just saying, maybe people are like, "What's going on here?" and they click on it.
And not that there's the great Ace Attorney right next to it, but you know, either he's passionate about finding out the truth or just oblivious to dangers. They just power hungry. Stream is bumping. All right.
Not as bumping as the race car streams.
It's really scorched badly just here.
Oh, the strap is broken, look.
This must be where the bullet hit then.
Let me see.
Nice.
Oh, now,
Nice,
now
nice,
we can
nice,
open
nice,
it. Yeah,
nice.
sure. Fetching.
Oh,
What the? Iris, look, a bullet
There's
I
a
already examined. Behind where the broken
oh
file
my
was.
gosh,
Do you
I'm
see it?
so upset.
That's the Skulkin Brothers bullet.
What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is there are 3 bullets fired at Windabanks that night.
We found exactly what the juror was talking about. The 3rd bullet.
It's time to press that juror again, I think.
Nice.
Mother.
Nice.
I can't believe it. Flippin' didn't count it.
Well, now we literally present.
Okay,
the
wait,
third
no.
bullet.
I mean, which one am I presenting?
No, we literally present the bullet.
It was lodged and caused. Yep, okay. I just want to make sure we don't present the wrong thing. Only Avant Avgar watches me. I watch. I was literally there today.
I watched one race once.
Wait, was it today? I was literally there today.
Literally, Chris just like tune in to watch my stream at like 12. I'm literally at work. Okay, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, the time you stream makes it very inconvenient for me to watch, I will say.
And then, when'd you watch my stream, bro? Because I don't get home till like 3:30, and then after work, honestly, I don't want to sit there and watch someone else play video games. I don't even have enough time to play video games myself. I'm gonna watch someone else play games? I don't think so.
Bro, not the bullets. The lot. Here it is. We discovered it just now.
Bullet.
OMFG. What do you mean, not the bullet? Yes, on the night in question in Windabank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it!
Excellent.
What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Where did you find that bullet?
It was lodged inside Mr. Schultz's pouch.
What?
He's JoJo posing. Stream on YouTube. Twitch is banned at work. Wow, you would get another viewer if you streamed on YouTube, Critch. Same for me, actually.
Very nice.
Oh,
Not
was I supposed to read
narrated.
that?
Nice. No,
That was my
nice.
line? Okay, wait.
Nice.
This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to the hospital, and since then, it has been touched by no one.
Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night?
Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch.
But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in this photographic print.
Ah! 2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence. What, are there just 3 guns that all fired
3
one
guns,
bullet?
3 guns.
This is ridiculous. How many more guns are gonna
that
appear?
of Mr. Winterbank and that belonging to the Skulkin brothers.
An examination of both guns revealed, saying a workplace hip enough to ban Twitch. I mean, that's just something
But
that's...
not YouTube?
That's just... I mean, YouTube you can use for a lot of things.
Twitch you can use for a lot of things.
Ah, but it's more...
Hey, have you seen the Just Talking section? Have you seen the Hot Tub streams? Just saying.
I mean, it's not that much educational, though. That only a single bullet had been fired from each. But that must mean... That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from this crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, I can't believe I did not mess up that line. We cannot and must not pass judgment.
That's true.
They did ban YouTube. My workplace allows YouTube, so I'll stream on YouTube.
Order! While this summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts.
But then everyone complained about YouTube being banned, I see. RIP.
Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As is my prerogative in this situation,
This stream is racist. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination.
If only we could clip from YouTube. It's true.
You can. Yeah, we have a clip button.
Yeah, but they need to be the ones that can clip, right?
Well, you can clip too.
I don't want to clip. I don't want to clip me almost saying something that sounds like a racial slur. By Jupiter!
Let me pronounce this dude's name. Jfquishishkishjink.
See, that's racist.
That's not racist.
So many sound bites. What?
Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once.
I will say the Skulkin brothers are some of the some of my most favorite characters that we've encountered thus far.
Witnesses,
I'm reporting. Alright, well, guessing getting reported. Governor!
were you listening to proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination?
Counter reporting. That's not how that works. We was, Governor, we was.
Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A 3rd bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Make of it, Gov. I don't.
Is it one of yours?
Go blimey, Gov. Go blimey. Not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
Like the stream, crisis averted. What never? The Skulkin brothers work alone. Saying this stream's straight racist. Where are these people coming from?
And why are they so, like, on the same page?
I know, right? It's just the 2 of us. That's our trademark. How soon we forget poor Sulky. How is this racist? We have a white guy
Only
and
2
an
of
Asian
the
guy.
bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The 3rd bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Wario and Waluigi? Nah, it's Mario and Luigi. Can't you see? It's reddish and greenish. Lummy, that's a Ed Scratcher.
Counsel for the defense,
Yes?
I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The 3rd bullet and the mysterious missing firearm.
My voice is giving out. That's not him being old.
Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear that what this 3rd bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers. They had a secret accomplice.
Yep.
I mean, they had to have been that, right?
Yep. He's gonna kill us.
On that night at Windibank's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present, someone carrying a gun.
Objection!
Objection!
I want to check something real quick, because Sholmes' blood was on the calendar too, right?
Well, after this.
An accomplice, you say?
Presenting such a terrible case that the judge is dying. No, but like, so, if you look at the blood, so these are both Sholmes' blood. But then, we know that the vial also has Sholmes' blood, so that means he got shot twice?
Your stream is highlighted when you search Great Ace Attorney.
Well, because I'm playing Great Ace Attorney.
You're the highlight!
Oh, that's what
We made it! We're the highlight, baby!
turns out. If you actually select the game, it might help.
We're the highlight!
Let's go. An accomplice, you say? Pigs will.
I will say, today's the first day I've actually selected the game for the
These
stream.
and coincidentally, you have so many new people bumping in here.
These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations.
We've been through 2 before.
Yet in all that time, there's been not a murmur of a third man. If this apparently wraith-like being exists, the court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed. Like this Coke can.
Speedy Hawk is above you, with 26 viewers.
Screw Speedy Hawk! We're starting some drama!
Okay.
The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime.
I don't need to start no drama, I just need to provide the better stream.
No, drama's good, then you both get more viewers.
Oof, that glass. Hey, he's gone through so many more.
And secondly, the identity of this spurious character.
The Skulkins are lying, I know that. But, how can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding? Safety violation.
Safety.
Well, counsel.
Maybe it's like sugar glass, like the props they use in movies. I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity even. I'm gonna save real quick right here.
You're about to save scum. Instantly dislike and report us if we save scum. I'll leave, I'll go home. He'll finish it by himself.
In response to the prosecution's demands, we have to be ready to present answers, right? We have to.
I'm not ready.
We have
Why
to
would
be.
you click that?
We have to
Save
be ready.
scum.
Otherwise it's over. The game's gonna be over. The fence is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands.
So, my Nepalese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting.
Alright, guys, let's find out if it's GG. I have to push forward for now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference. Alright.
In that case, counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there was a third intruder present at the scene?
Okay, I'm gonna actually have to examine all the evidence for a second.
Cat, for sure.
No, this was found on the desk. It was found on the pawnbrokery's table. This shouldn't be it, but this is nothing here. Okay. Oh, it's the unknown blood, actually, right?
Yeah, that's actually true.
No.
No,
Green's
it
is
is.
Sholmes. Green's is Sholmes. But
No, but there's blue is him, purple.
But we know that's Thrice Fired Mason. Name unknown.
Hold on. I don't know. I have a girl on my team. GG.
Jason R. Okay, so this is Thrice Fired Mason's thing. It had the blood on it. I don't think this is cancelled.
Cancelled. You can't say that on stream.
Are you immortal yet?
I'll say it, dude. Girls are not as good at video games as guys. I'll say it.
Well, this has nothing to do with my.
They suck.
How is Green Sherm's
He
blood?
agrees with me.
No, I do not. Do not put words in my mouth.
He agrees with me. It is actually provable that men are better.
Facts.
It's not any. I'm not against women. We have faster reaction times. We're smarter. I'm just kidding.
Instant death from close to 2 to the heart. How is Green Shoals' blood? I mean, 4 samples. Filled. Actually, wait. We don't know Green's shown this blood, right? Actually?
We don't technically know.
I think that's what we present, but I'm gonna go through all the evidence because we only have 1 HP.
Do it.
I'm not just gonna send it.
Why not?
Because I have 1 HP.
Nah, Aldo, nah. Oh, shit.
I think
Are you
Sting
immortal
is
yet?
not, yeah.
That's why it says unknown.
Yeah, I know, I figured. That's what I was wondering about
Just
that.
present it. I don't got time for this.
Well, you know, if we paid less attention to the chat, fine, send it. Fine.
Send it.
Presses the wrong thing.
Thank you, Critch.
Take that!
Take that!
The evidence is right here, in this portfolio.
By Jove! That portfolio again, is it?
It's past 8. I need a clip of that.
Do you expect the court to...
Oh, do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific.
Oh wow, there's the moderator. Where were you when I needed you earlier? Wow, 2-hour stream. We're getting long streams today from the peoples. Blaming chatting in SMH pronounced Hovey?
No.
What?
By Jove.
Oh. By Hove. It's definitely by Jove. I have it clipped.
You claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it?
I was in my lesson. I see. That's fair, I guess. Do I present this one or do I? No, it's this one because this shows that they're at the shop.
Take that!
But this doesn't prove.
What am I looking at here? There appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar.
Yeah,
Is this
actually.
wrong?
No, it's not. This music slaps. Actually,
I know, I
Ace,
like it.
Ace Attorney has such good music.
I like the violins.
That's a blood stain, my lord.
A blood stain!
Green blood. Curious even for you.
An alien was here. The Martians visited.
Is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature?
It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes. By a great detective. New invention. Stop. Not yet appeared in stories. Stop.
It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger spray is a chemical that reacts with different elements in people's blood to change its color.
Different elements of people's blood?
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. I have the fire-type blood. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is.
Oh, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood. Talk of blood in courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop.
Whoa, she's free.
Yeah. Iris voice. As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Windibank.
A striking blue!
Yes, so you see, the green color of this blood stain on the calendar, that's gotta be the Eggs Benedict guy, right?
Yeah.
Shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop. Bro, is that chick using Morse code to communicate? No, she's
Yes,
communicating.
she is.
She's communicating everything she's saying, but she's not using Morse code to
Yes, she is.
communicate. No, she's saying
Okay,
stuff.
yeah, she is saying stuff.
That's yeah. Now hold fire there, young man. Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated. The date showing on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Windibank was killed. By golly! Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
And whose blood is it?
Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it must be the blood of somebody else, the third intruder. in fact.
Objection! Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is this alleged third intruder?
Eggert Benedict.
Eggert Benedict.
Take that. The man's name is Eggert Benedict.
Eggert Benedict! Who on earth are you talking about, Counsel?
he paid a visit to Windibank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place.
When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession.
What a name. A lot of names in Ace Attorney are puns. That's right. Wait, Eggert is so hot. WTF. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force.
Are you sure about that? Look at him now. Great man, Zeeks.
How did I miss him? Here, you were
I
Eggert.
forgot what his name is, or what his accent is. It's high pitched.
Pompish, he was the Pompish.
Broker.
That was also you.
Yes, sir.
I think he was lower than you were.
Oh, yes, sir.
No, like.
I
Eggert.
believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no?
Ignore the racism part. When reading
Yes,
Van
yes,
I don't remember when to beg.
Zeke's dastardly.
The article in question belongs to me. I demanded for it to be returned at once.
Total heartbreaker for sure. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Eggert's still hot. He's way too pretty.
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box discs too.
And he's very flowery.
Better train your character, because he's definitely gonna appear on the stand soon enough. Inspector Gregson was there at the time, and he can attest to what happened. Jojo, yeah, he does the Jojo poses actually.
When he first came on screen, we literally both said,
Caesar!
Yeah.
I want to clip that one. That was dope.
In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc.
Yeah, I like Zeeks. I think Van Zeeks is dope. Until he was racist. Until he was racist.
Until he was racist.
Can you corroborate this account, Inspector?
He's allowed to be racist because he's attractive.
Yes, my lord, that's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windibank for a print showing the feather.
There it is.
Taken from one of his red-handed recorded governances.
Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Windibank that morning. Racism
And you
killed us.
claim this man is the brother's accomplice?
Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, he kind of looks like that vampire from Twilight.
Yep.
I never watched Twilight.
Grayson voice though?
Grayson?
Gregson, you mean? Probably. It's high pitched for sure.
Nah, never seen that geezer before in my life.
Oh my gosh, get the Oscar ready. Get out of here, Chris.
On me life, girl. On me life. Never seen it.
Ringo's the best.
Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears our witnesses disagree with the assertion.
I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice.
Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence.
I hate that kid.
I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is.
Y'all weren't ready for that voice.
Not like it's been going through the text.
Yeah, but they definitely weren't there when
It's true, it's true, you're right. This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something has been missing in this trial from the very start. But now I'm going to drag it kicking and screaming into the courtroom. Imagine if that's how he actually
Are
came into the
you
court.
ready to present your answer to the court then, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Defense will present something. Proof that
Save.
the man...
You save. I don't want to go through all
Proof
that
that
crap
the
again.
man pictured in this photographic
Save.
print was in fact the man
Save.
struck by the third bullet.
Save.
But
Save.
I've been on the edge of my seat for like 20 minutes.
Save.
But what if we didn't save?
Fine, do it. Just do it. I don't know how to prove it though. Don't you dare do the music box disc. Oh, turned green when analyzed.
Take that!
No save
that's
skill.
no. You're right.
Keep thinking it's about to come to a finale. As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windibanks.
We just sent it. We didn't save skill. It's true.
Which is when the aforementioned Eggert Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe.
Every save is a dislike. What the fetch, man?
This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession.
Am I not allowed to use the game's own functionality?
No!
That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that the minor incidents occurred. Judge barely holding on.
But
Okay.
of course,
We don't read recaps here. If you want a recap of what happened, go back and watch my streams
Judge barely holding on.
Every Elden Ring death is a dislike.
So
Hey,
50 dislikes.
don't worry, I'm not streaming Elden Ring anymore. No more
Alright.
dislikes. Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Every system Ace Attorney is a dislike. Those protrusions are caused Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed, and the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now.
Goodness, a blood stain, is it?
My assistants and I have just analyzed the blood stain here in this very courtroom.
Oh my goodness, it's past 8 a.m.
Using my trusty fogger gun.
It's way past 8 a.m.
8 p.m. I mean.
You're getting too old, man. Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio.
Heck yes.
I say!
It's green!
5. I think that's basically
That's it.
so-
Claire.
It's exactly the same color as the blood on the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Eggert Benedict, who was in Windibanks earlier that day, it's green, it's almost bedtime, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. So there was someone else there. Look at these two brothers now. They're sweating buckets. Hey, what are you talking about? It's boiling here. My lord, it is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Eggert Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify.
It would certainly seem that if we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection.
Oh my gosh, it's become a 2-hour
This
stream.
has gone on long enough now.
True, it has gone
This
off long
flagrant
enough.
ignorance of the mechanics of bedtime.
No. The answer to that question is no, Ethan.
Herlock
French.
Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land.
Please carry this stream. No.
Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it?
Now, Van Zeke should have been like, that's a different shade of green.
Yep.
That's a sea green versus a forest green.
Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in the world would turn the same color.
Ah, well. Oh my. Imagine though.
And pray do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it.
Ugh. I don't care if we have a setup. I don't know, but
He is good at karaoke.
so flexible. I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. But what other choice did I have?
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before.
You shot with the judge?
About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination.
She was talking about the judge. Ah,
In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Good grief! What did you just say, young girl?
And in a summation examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it?
Daga Kotowaru.
So the way I see it,
I would rather Duma than karaoke stream. Or I would Duma stream.
it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now.
Yes, she's right.
Young lady, you have quite the devious mind.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Unbelievable. Mr. Sholmes' partner is a force to be reckoned with.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
In between the gun and the logic,
After that shrewd presses of the situation from an entirely unexpected source, it must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion.
This is absurd.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings in this matter. As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I'm sure you will come to fair and just conclusions. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
The judge is wheezing.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
It's a monkey with a...
Guilty?
Yeah.
The freaking doctor? And her?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
They had to add some suspense, you know?
Oh my gosh, why the doctor?
Actually
his
dying. This is his
forehead?
last case. Wait, what is that? What is that emote you said?
Pregnant.
Critch?
I don't know.
No, it's a monkey with a hammer. But what are you indicating with it?
2 called guilty and 4 not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation examination.
Objection.
Objection.
I decay from you
My
too.
lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage.
Nothing. No, but what is the point you're trying to get across by sending that
The
emote?
prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
Well, suck it, Van Zeeks.
On what grounds?
Cause I'm racist.
If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work,
No point. I see.
then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt.
I'm sorry, Lord Van Six, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. This trial will continue. Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. It's 9:35, and I said I'd leave at 9. The defense has very reasonably requested the penis of a new witness.
Critical hit, fatal blow.
But sadly, I fear that would be impossible.
What?
I'm dying. The name of the gentleman gave for himself, Egbert Benedict, is quite clearly false.
I don't believe it. Just when I managed to prove the man was there that night. Sub new pronunciation added to the dictionary. Could I say something? I heard that too. Of
Who
course you
was
heard it.
that? Please, who spoke?
He clearly said it. Oh. It was me, my
Oh,
lord.
she knows him. She knows him.
Juror number 5.
What have you to say, madam?
If possible, Inspector,
Me, ma'am?
I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the gentleman is shown.
All right, yes, this one you mean, of Mr. Benedict?
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind. Juror number 5, you don't mean to say you know this man? Yes,
He's my
I
husband.
know him.
He's my husband.
What?
No.
He's my brother.
Gracious! Order! Juror number 5, how on earth?
I am a communications officer. Stop. All these voices make me want to play D&D.
I know. I
Shouldn't
go
have-
hard in Ace
Shouldn't have
Attorney.
canceled it in this week. Maybe
I
one
know.
day.
Nice. I wonder why we are not playing D&D. Nice.
As we can clearly see, too busy racing eye racing. The gentleman in the photograph is.
Oh look, she likes him. Oh, she horny.
Also a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop. Really? That's interesting. A very talented operator, in fact. Stop.
Look at those eyes.
He should be in the communication station now. Stop tapping away on a telegraph. Stop. This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
I suppose we all imagine that Compass would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong.
If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour.
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's subpoena.
It's subpoena.
Yeah.
Lord Van Six, if you please,
Yes, my lord.
make the necessary arrangements with all haste.
As your lordship bids.
The court will recess for 1 hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony.
So penis for the rest of the game, have to say it.
Inspector Gregson,
Yes, my lord.
I should like to hear from you specifically about a fetch and the potbruggery on the day in question. Go to my chambers, O fetch, during the recess.
Yes, sir, my lord.
Very well, court is adjourned until 8 p.m.
Seems like this will
Alright,
be
end the stream, I'm driving home.
The end of the section. So thank you all for watching. Matt's out of time, so we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. And, you know, while the judge goes to the hospital, and you know, Matt makes his way home so he can actually sleep, so he wake up for his job tomorrow. We'll continue this next time. Hopefully, we should have 3 voices next time, so it'll be a bit easier to bounce around with all these characters on screen. But thank you all for tuning in today. You know, it seemed like there was a lot more activity than before. I enjoyed my stay. I'm glad you did. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next stream. Until next time.